What is the sense of life? Why are we on this world for? Does our life have a purpose? These are some of the questions that humans have always asked themselves. And although an answer seems impossible to be found, many writers, intellectuals and artists in general have tried to find a solution to this existential doubt. Samuel Beckett is one of those artists, and in his most famous playwright, Waiting for Godot, he expresses his view about the meaning of life, personated by a certain Godot, a mysterious man that the two main characters, Estragon and Vladimir, are waiting for. The playwright doesn't seem to have a linear plot. It is just a succession of dialogues that often don't seem to have any sense between the two main characters, whose main action is to pass time while waiting for Godot. As Godot represents the sense of life, they keep waiting for it, but every day they see a child coming and telling them that Godot hasn't come today, but will for sure arrive tomorrow. In Waiting for Godot, Beckett perfectly represents his actual society, still shocked by the violence and horror that people have seen during the war. What man experiences is nothing but insecurity and alienation from his familiar world. Man feels rootless and disconnected. He tends to search for the answers to existential questions such as his identity or role in his life in vain.
Was I sleeping while the others suffered? Am I sleeping now? Tomorrow when I wake, I think I do. What shall I say of today? That with Estragon, my friend, at this place until the fall of night, I waited for Godot?
But was Samuel Beckett the only one that questioned himself about the sense of life in his works? Obviously not. Another really famous playwright did the same thing, and the lines that he wrote are considered to be the most famous of literature of all times.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them, to die, to sleep no more.
In this soliloquy, Shakespeare reflects about human existence, if it is better to be alive and suffer or to die, ending all the pain. He is considering suicide, just as the characters in Waiting for Godot, when they understand that the man they're waiting for won't arrive. From a linguistic point of view, the two soliloquies couldn't be more different. On one side, we have the articulate linguistic structure of the Shakespearean drama, written in Old English. On the other side, we have a simple language but strange and nonsensical dialogues, which express the inability of people to communicate with each other. In fact, Beckett does not believe in the possibility of genuine communication in such a world of absurdities. But also Shakespeare is really interested in representing the absurdities of human conditions in Golden Age societies, like absurdist playwrights. Hamlet is a Renaissance hero. The problems he encounters are universal. He is surrounded by rationality and a lot of questions to which he tries hopelessly to find answers, like Vladimir and Estragon in Waiting for Godot. Like Beckett, Shakespeare tries to find a sense in human existence, concluding in Macbeth that it is meaningless, useless and empty.
Life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Shakespeare is without any doubt the most important dramatist of all times. The themes that he faces in his works are always actual and everyone can identify in them. The connection between Beckett's theatre of the absurd and Shakespeare drama can seem really close. Both adapted in a different way about the same topics, meaning the universality of such a theme, like the sense of life, that was actual 400 years ago and still remains actual.